Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This time I want to tell the story of the drama Sold Out on You. The story begins. We are shown a studio where a live session is about to take place. A product is going to be sold in a live broadcast. However, the anchor is missing. Who is our heroine, Ye-jin? So everyone is trying to reach her and calling her and telling them to get her, but she is not picking up the calls. The broadcast team says, "Where on the earth Ye-jin is? We need her urgently. Due to the lack of time, we may have to go on without her." Then we see that they ask this guy to start selling the product, meaning he starts promoting all-purpose gloves cleaning. As they are not getting any calls and the sales begin to drop, everyone starts getting frustrated. Just then, we see that Ye-jin's call comes through to this girl. They put the ongoing broadcast on standby, meaning they pause it. On the other side, Ye-jin starts her own live broadcast from a special location, and at this moment, she is on top of a building introducing herself as home shopping host Ye-jin. She demonstrates cleaning a glass which is with years' worth of built-up grime. First, she sprays the cleaner, then she wipes it pretty hard with a regular cloth, which doesn't clean it properly. Then she cleans it with the all-purpose glove, and all she did was soak them in water and wrung them out and says, "Look, the glass is cleaned so well with this and looks spotless." They grab every bit of dust and grime there is. We see that a huge number of people are watching this. Everyone starts buying those gloves and the broadcast team becomes very happy and starts saying you can put your faith in Ye-jin. As soon as Ye-jin's broadcast ends, we see that she gets scared. Ye-jin is told that they all sold out of today's glove stock, meaning every single one has been sold. Ye-jin becomes so happy that she hugs the person working behind the scenes of the broadcast. In the next scene, we are shown a village called Deokpung. Here we see our hero, whose name is Matthew Lee. We see him walking, and a dog whose name is Changsik is with him. On the way, he meets some old ladies who are sitting. They thank him saying, "Thank you, Machori." Instead of Matthew Lee, they call him by this name. They say that this dog also gets a walk because of him, and they are thanking him for that. He says, "I don't take him with me intentionally. He just follows me on his own." He tells them he needs to be put on a leash as he'll grow big enough and it's dangerous to let him follow anyone around. The lady says, "He likes you. That's why he follows you, Makori." He responds, "My name is Matthew Lee. Stop calling me Makori, Makori." All the old ladies starts teasing him and again call him Makori, Makori. One of the old ladies gives him some corn to take along and steam them. He takes them and was going to leave just then. Two people arrive and again, they also call him Makori. We see that he goes along with them to their house, where he notices their TV is not working or has no signal. He says, "You should call the service provider who will fix it and leave." He starts to leave, but then more old people arrive who keep coming in and out saying Song Gae-in. The first old lady stops him and says, "Are you also here to see Song Gae-in?" and tells him to, "You sit here too," which causes him to go up and fix the TV. We see him on the rooftop asking, "Is it working?" and fixing the antenna. At last, as soon as the signal comes, everyone becomes very happy and praises this is awesome and thanks him. He comes down and says, "This was the last time he is going up on the roof. After this, I won't do anything." As soon as Lee moves a little forward, they both call him Makori, Makori again. We see that Lee is taking them on a tractor, and at this moment he is a little annoyed. One of the old men hits him saying, "He drives well and is so prickly and he could have said yes to us with a smile." The other says, "Whatever, even if he speaks curtly, he's been helping us with everything, you shouldn't treat him like that." After this, we are shown several scenes where we see Lee helping them repeatedly. Every single time he says, "This was the last time helping you all." Everyone is talking about all of this with each other and saying they would have been in huge trouble if it weren't for him. Then we see the village bus stand arrive. One of the men gets off there and asks, "When are you heading back?" Lee says, "I am not village bus driver and he is heading back around 4:30. You can wait for me then or whatever." After that, Lee is taking these people further along and we see him smiling, meaning he actually enjoys doing all of this. The scene shifts and we see three people who are angry at Ye-jin. They say that once she sets on something, she never stops and she never picks up calls and always comes late. The girl's name is Sung Mai, who says that she was very nervous and scared during today's broadcast and says that she is filing workers' comp claim. The guy, whose name is Hwang Ki-hong, also says that he was scared too, and partner company people threatened to sue him, and both of them are angry at Ye-jin. The other person in the group is also talking badly about her, saying, "I know she's popular, but she's filming commercials." On the other side, we see Ye-jin arriving at a restaurant and meeting this guy who is her boyfriend. He says, "Lucky you. You always arrive right when the food comes." We see both of them start having dinner. The guy says, let's watch a movie later, we can go after we eat. I'm also a doctor. I'm probably one of the busiest people in Korea. I do so many surgeries in a day and see so many patients, yet I still make time to live my life because I'm a human being. But Ye-jin is not listening to a single word he says. At this moment, she is looking at a knife that is cutting meat very finely and is very light and thinking would be nice for fancy meal. Ye-jin is thinking, I can sell this product and the customers would love this. Meanwhile, the guy says, let's break up. Ye-jin says, you're angry right now. I'll postpone the meeting, let's go see the movie, he says. I want to break up, nothing less, he says. You're just going to keep stepping out to take calls anyway. It seems like nothing is visible to you apart from your work. We see Ye-jin trying to hold his hand, but he pulls his hand away and says, I am nothing like you. Aside from surgeries, I see so many patients in a day, but I still find time for life. I just want to enjoy my time with you. Damn Ye-jin, not with home shopping host. Damn Ye-jin, but you stay busy the whole day and don't even pick up my calls. If you love your job so much, you can just date that job of yours that you love so much. We see the guy leaves and Ye-jin becomes a little sad. She goes up to the waiter and asks, where did you buy this knife from? Could I know who you bought these from? After that, she comes to her company and meets Hwang here. Hwang is a little angry, saying that she almost made him faint, but she shows him the knife and he gets scared. She says, look, I found my next new product, knife made from premium stainless steel. We see Hwang take the knife and says Nordic walnut handle that's been oiled twice and start giving information about it, meaning he provides every detail about the knife. After that, we see Ye-jin walking and she stops at a place where several posters are hung. Here, we learn that her company's name is Hit. The top seller of that company is a girl whose name is Ji Yeon-ji. In second place is our heroine, Ye-jin. We see Ji Yeon-ji arrive, who says, this business is so cruel. Sales aren't everything. The person whose photo is at the top always has a bigger photo. She also says, I sell very little, but I earn more money than you. Ye-jin replies, when you sell one, I sell 10. I don't sell cosmetics like you do. Just as Ji Yeon-ji is about to say something, we see Sung-mi arrive. Sung-mi says, we both have other plans. See you later, and they leave together and come to this place. Here we see Sung-mi, who is angry at the same girl, Ji Yeon-ji, and says she is evil to the bone. She says, are you being upset on my behalf, and how much are you going to be angry at her because of me? Sung-mi comes in anger and says, because of you, I was upset the whole day. If you do that again on the broadcast, I'm not going to let you go. She says, if it happens again, I'll forget that. We have a 4-year friendship. Imgon, got that? Now just be quiet. She then says, you know my breakup happened, right? Sung-mi asks, why did you get dumped? Ye-jin says, I never said I got dumped, and explains that he said she stays too busy. Sung-mi corrects her and says, not everyone stays this busy. You alone are always busy, work, work, and work. You just never clock out of work. You never enjoy your life beyond this. After that, we see her walking, where she keeps remembering her boyfriend's words. A little later, she reaches her room, meaning her home. Here we see lots of products placed around with something written on the notes, and she brings the knife and places it here too. As soon as she opens the fridge, we see it is full of food with notes. She notices the dishes are also washed, which her parents must have done, and there is also a note attached. It reads, your health is the most important thing. No matter how busy you are, make sure to eat well. After this, we are shown both our heroine and hero together. We see that they are both doing their respective tasks. After finishing their day, they both go to sleep. At midnight, we see Ye-jin having a flashback and she wakes up. She ends up sitting awake until morning. In the next scene, we are shown a man who is in the office, and his name is Kang Moo-woon. Here, he is talking to someone on a call and says, I'm nothing without you and or money. He is talking to Lee and says, are you trying to make me the villain? I've sent you a new tractor. Lee responds, I hate loud things. I prefer tractors with low noise. You can take your tractor back. Moo-woon says, but tractors are supposed to be loud. I thought you'd like it. It's a bit different. I swear you're so difficult. Lee replies, fine then, I'm cutting the call. Moo-woon says, about that you haven't changed your mind. Lee replies, no, you have to do it as planned. The scene shifts. After that, we see Ye-jin, where her makeup is being done for a shoot that is about to happen. On the building, we see all the employees. Sung-mi sees Hwang smoking and sitting a certain way, and she asks, what happened, spill it? Didn't you have a shoot today? He shows the report, the weekly broadcast report, in which we see that the current show slot has been given to Ji Yeon-ji. The scene shifts and we see Ye-jin, after which Ji arrives and says, "Maybe you haven't seen the change schedule. Today's primetime slot has been given to no one else but me. Today I'm going to sell and broadcast beauty song products." Hearing this, we see Ye-jin make an unusual expression. Then a lady arrives whose name is Song Myung-hwa, saying the set hasn't been cleared yet. We see Ye-jin getting a little emotional. The lady comes over and says, "You haven't changed at all." She comes near and says, "Aren't you sick of saying I didn't know as an excuse?" After hearing this, she becomes emotional. Then we see her getting very angry, and she calls Sung-mi, who doesn't pick up. After the call cuts, we see her call Hwang, who says, "Should I turn off my phone?" The other one replies, "Don't do anything like that, it'll be a disaster. She'll get even more angry if she goes to the boss." Thinking this, both of them run and try to escape. We see Ye-jin coming to her boss and saying, "How did you give the primetime slot to them? How could you do this without even telling me? Don't you know that these beauty product companies are moneymakers and are always looking to make money? They don't care about people. They only want to earn money." Her boss shows her a photo. The company's name is L'Etoile, and says, "If you want to remove the beauty song company, you have to bring this company in." Ye-jin says, "I don't sell cosmetics, and that clause had already written in my contract. Have you forgotten? I'll find a product that is as good as L'Etoile." Here, the boss says, "I don't want to hear anything. When are you going to stop running away? If you bring this company in, I'll remove Beauty Song from our company. We'll stop promoting them." The two colleagues come to her and ask, "Are you mad? How could you barge in there like that?" "What did the boss say?" Ye-jin says, "She said that if I want my position back, I have to bring a company L'Etoile on board, meaning I have to promote them." Saying this, she walks away, and the two colleagues wonder, but she doesn't do cosmetics. How will she do this? The scene shifts, and we are shown another main character whose name is Ahn Hyo-Seop, who is at the airport. A man comes and puts a cap on him and says, "You'll have to stay hidden," he says. "I'm taking you to the hotel now. After that, you have to go to a meeting." In the next scene, we see Eric in the meeting, and he meets none other than Kang Mi-woon, who is the CEO of Go-Juneok Bio Company. Eric introduces himself as the executive director of the L'Etoile company and has come from France to Korea. Kang shows him a contract with very favorable terms in the new raw material supply contract. Now we see Kang, and we are shown a flashback scene where Lee is shown throwing a file in the dustbin. Coming back to the present, we see Kang telling Eric, "We cannot make a deal with you, and I'm sorry that you had to come all this way," he says. "We will never renew this contract." After that, Eric gets into his car where the same man is with him. Eric says, "I've met Mr. Kang before too. But today for the first time it felt like he was speaking in a completely different language, like he was speaking for someone else." The man's name is Chae, says that he'll look into Go-Juneok Bio a bit more. He says, "Our deputy CEO of the company, whose name is Michelle, is especially very concerned about you." Just then it starts to rain. The scene shifts and we see Ye-jin with her two colleagues. They are watching this broadcast where the cosmetics products are getting sold out. Then we see Sung-mi getting angry, who turns off the broadcast. Sung-mi also leaves, and Hwang leaves too. We see that Ye-jin is left alone and starts watching the broadcast again. We see this lady, meaning Song, and a past scene is shown to us where Song is sitting with her with Ye-jin. We are shown some people throwing eggs at a girl, and that girl is also Ye-jin, and people saying they demand compensation and look what happened to our skin because of you. After seeing this, Ye-jin reaches home where she becomes very exhausted. She goes to sleep but can't fall asleep. Because of this, she takes sleeping pills and sleeps after taking them. We are shown many scenes where we see her using pills to sleep. Because of this, her health starts deteriorating. We see her vomiting as well. In the next scene, we see her at the doctor's office, where her doctor says, "You've taken too much of an overdose in duration. If you keep overusing sleeping pills after this, you could have serious side effects like sleepwalking, memory loss, respiratory depression, and many other illnesses." After that, we see her sleeping again. Here, she again has a dream of a stage, and people calling Ye-jin and saying, "We starting now," where other people are saying, "Look what happened to our skin because of you." And then she wakes up. In the morning, Sung-mi had been trying to call her, but just then we see her arrive. Sung-mi looks at her and says, "Are you sick? Are you not feeling well? Is something wrong?" She replies, "I'm fine." She starts the broadcast. After the broadcast ends, we see her exhausted again. Once more, we see her at the doctor, where she comes out and remembers what the doctor had said, that she needs to find the reason why she can't sleep. There are underlying factors behind your insomnia, and you have solved the root cause first. The scene shifts, and we see Lee, who has come to pick up a child. We also see Ye-jin, who falls asleep right in the office. Just then, Sung-mi comes to her bringing something to drink. She says, "I know you've been vomiting lately." The two of them start talking. Ye-jin says, "If I don't bring that company on board, our entire team will be fired." Sung-mi says, "If we get fired, we can go to Sete, let it happen. We have a lot of experience anyway and we'll get a job anywhere. There are a lot of people who trust you, so you should trust yourself too." Ye-jin says, "I won't let all of you be removed from here." We see her at home, where she is looking at the Litwal company's card. We are then shown Eric, where Mr. Chae says, "There's a company here which is biggest home shopping company in Korea." He tells the company's name as HIT, consistently sending in offers. He says, "In it there's a broadcaster named Ye-jin who broadcasts very well, and they have been trying to contact us for 1 year." As soon as Eric hears Ye-jin's name, he says, "Fix my meeting with her, set it up as soon as possible." We see the two of them in a meeting, Eric and Ye-jin. Here Ye-jin gives him a file and asks him to read it. But Eric is just looking at her, as if he is trying to figure out if she knows him and if she recognizes him. He says, "I've reviewed your proposal and liked it, but I have one condition." He says, "I'll accept your proposal, but you'll have to do one task for me." He gives her some documents. After reading them, she says, "We have to work with you and you want me to get your raw material contract renewed, right? If that's what you want, I'll do it." We see both of them walking together. Ye-jin says, "You focus on convincing CEO of Gojunio Bio, and I just need to go to the farm owner, meaning I have to convince him about the materials. That's all that needs to be done." Eric says, "Can we officially exchange our numbers?" And both give each other their numbers, at which Eric becomes very happy. Ye-jin comes home completely exhausted. Even here she starts working again. She pulls out the permits for the Litwal company and makes a file. After this, she takes out her car and drives to the village to meet Lee, the Diopung village. After reaching that village, we see Lee standing right in front of her and the two of them are face to face. Both are honking their horns and telling each other to move the vehicle, but neither wants to back up. Ye-jin stands up and says, "You should take your tractor back." He refuses and says, "My tractor can't go backwards." He says, "It seems like you're not from around here and we have things called rules. This is one-way street. You came from the wrong direction. This road is only for going, not for coming." Because of this, an argument breaks out between the two of them and neither is willing to back down. And with this, episode 1 ends here. Tell me in the comments how you liked this episode. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. See you in the next episode. Until then, keep supporting and goodbye.